Hello again and welcome to the other video for today. If this is your first video, please go check out my Dread Saurian review and the other reviews of other Seraphon general rules and also specific units I've been doing as a series. And this one's going to be the crazy idea. What's out of the box? And today, well, that out of the box idea revolves around the idea that now we can ally as Seraphon with Sylvaneth. We could always ally with Stormcast and, blah, 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 take a giant hammer man, I guess, but now we can ally with trees. Since I don't have the book, I have to only assume that the reason why this is a thing is because our terraforming engines are making jungles the realms, and so the Sylvaneth are like, ooh, yay, more trees, and so they're our friends. I hope there's a little bit more of an explanation than that, but I guess the Sylvaneth aren't very that complicated politically speaking. They are like, do you like trees? And then you say yes, and they're like, we're friends. And you say, we don't like trees, you are now their enemy. So, pretty cut and dry for them. And this idea revolves around them. So, the easy pick, obviously, is, well, we can ally into Durthu. And that's what everyone wants to do, ally into Durthu. So, I'm not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the synergies with this thing. So, if you see my other video, I had a PSA about this thing that it's kind of currently broken. If your opponent's a douche and wins the roll-off, they can prevent you really from getting to your temple if you put it on your side. And if you put it in the middle, it becomes a mad dash for who controls the temple. In your friendly games and talking with friends and other players, definitely in the tournament scene, that's going to be the deal with this until it's FAQ'd. Otherwise, you could be really friends with the people and say, hey, for this game, I'm putting it down over here. Can I please have this side? And they can just agree, yeah, even if I win the roll-off, I'm not going to completely jack your terrain feature. So, but this is obviously a agreement between players. This is not gameplay, but hopefully that gets FAQ'd so that way it's just a thing, that you don't have a chance to never get to use your own terrain feature. So, it revolves around this and Sylvaneth, and so this thing blows up terrain features, right? So, well, what if you don't have good terrain features? I present to you the enslaved Tree Lord Ancient, who can then make his own awakened Weirdwood within 30 inches of him, and, oh, wait a minute, nope, that's not it, wait, no, it's, Silent Communion? Yeah, Silent Communion, my bad. Well, once per battle, you can make him grow a free wood for you within 18 inches. And so you sprout trees, and then because he is a Sylvaneth wizard, according to their Battletome, when you look at their spell lore, and I have it right over here, is that they know the Verdant Blessing spell in addition to any other spells they know, and in addition they get to choose a spell from the lore of Deepwood. And Verdant Blessing is the one we care about because it's a casting value 6, and you set up another Awakened Wildwood within 24. So now you can have up to 2 trees on the table for our big old temple to blow up in the opponent's face. And it can actually do a lot of damage because you're targeting one terrain feature, and you roll a dice for each enemy unit within 3 of that thing. You're adding 2 and all that other nonsense, but each 4-ups D3 mortals on each of those units. That's a lot of mortals. Beyond just all the other stuff that the trees are going to do. Now, obviously, because all the keywords are still Sylvaneth in here, you wouldn't really want to necessarily walk through it. But you could actually make it roused by magic and make it explode if you have a sland nearby and just keep pounding on the mortal wounds, I guess. And trees can get pretty big, 3 to 6 of them per wood. Stop right-clicking. There we go. So, and you guys can help me with this, but talking with my buddies, they were saying, well, if you do that as an ally, each tree is 100 points, and I cannot, for the life of me find that anywhere. Everything I see says it's just 0 points. The Awakened Wildwood 0 points, and especially because we're summoning it from a Tree Lord Ancient that is allied, and you obviously have to pay the points for him. He's 260 points. And, to do something that's a pretty, I'll admit, a really rather silly idea. But you can, block off one side of the table, and in one thing I've learned very quickly with this new book is that, yeah, we have the damage output now to kind of go toe-to-toe with people, but we do not have the ability to take that damage. So I had an instance where I had 2 blocks of Saurus Knights charge into 2 blocks of Elves, and one of them went first because it was my turn, and they deleted the Elves. There was only 1 Elf out of like 30 of them left or something, and no, it was 20. There was a group of 20 of them, and there was only 1 left. That was only 5 knights attacking. It was kind of crazy. And but then the other group of Elves, it was the I can't remember. It was the Glade Guard. They just deleted the only 1 knight survived the attack back, and so you're gonna want to have, when you charge in with your new Seraphon, maybe only 1 unit or 1 unit that is the kill unit and the other durable unit to slow down the unit. But you want to be tactical. You can't be like orcs, obviously. Charge everything in and everything fights first because smashing and bashing. You got to be real tactical with what you charge into because you have to actually go in turns. So that's an important lesson for me to learn, and the trees can help because they can make you force engagements in certain locations and slow things down from other aspects of your opponent's army where they have to go through the woods and get slowed down, versus maybe they have to even go all the way around. So there's more tactics to this than just beyond blowing them up with your Realm Shaper engine. And it actually kind of follows in with the lore of this. It's like, well, there's supposed to be jungles around this thing anyway, so those trees should be doing that anyway. And I just love the idea of, I want to convert up a Tree Lord Ancient that has all these like Celestite chains all around it. That's been captured by my Seraphon with skink handlers and skinks with spears that are just poking this thing to make it do what they want it to do. And that would just be a fun conversion to do. So hopefully they fix the whole terrain rules to make it a viable strategy, at least more viable than it currently is. So that was my fun, wacky tactical idea for today. I'll try and come up with more and do some more generic reviews of the War Scrolls themselves at later dates. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out the rest of my Seraphon Tactics videos. There's a playlist on my channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.